Hey guys, if you just bought a ceiling fan like this, but you don't want to mount it with a down rod, I'm going to show you how to install it with a flush mount or closed mount. Hey guys, we're Daires and Akilah of DIY Power Couple.
And we're here to help you update your home
and save money by doing it yourself. Let's get into it. This is the Harbor Breeze REIDSPORT LED fan with a 44-inch wingspan. Hey guys, are you sick and tired of instructions that are missing things or you can't even understand them? Don't worry, I got you. You clicked on the right one because you're going to get a few things out of this video. I'm going to show you how to wire the fan and remote, install the LED light, and change this fan from a down rod to a flush mount. Feel free to skip to the chapter that you need so you can play it back over and over if you need to, and check out the end to see the bonus. After you take everything out of the box, grab the canopy so you can remove the cover. Get a flathead screwdriver so you can punch it out from this way. You'll see some metal blocking another piece of metal at the bottom. Put the screwdriver inside of one of those holes and push from the back like this. Pull out your screwdriver and now you have removed your canopy cover. Take your drill and fully remove the closed hole screw from the canopy. Only loosen the screw with the L-shaped slot. Turn the canopy around and do the same on the other side. Make sure you hold the bracket because sometimes it moves when you're unscrewing it. What you want to do is take the wires from the motor and place them into the canopy. Before you can attach the canopy to the motor, you have to remove every other screw from the top. Doing this will allow you to align the canopy to the motor head. Make sure you hold the motor because it turns when you're unscrewing the screws. One, two, three.
Okay, that's good.
Now line up the canopy to the existing screws on the motor head and replace the 3 screws you just took off. Hey guys, relax while you're doing this. Be cool while you're trying to stay cool. You're gonna do it and it's gonna get done.
So it's like you're making a new mount.
Yes. Make sure that all of these screws are on correctly and tight because this is essentially what's holding the fan to the ceiling. Okay. So now we created our own mount, so look at this. If you're tall like me, or you have bunk beds in your room, or you just want to have more space to your ceiling, this is a great feature to have on your new fan. Oh yeah, don't worry about the canopy cap because you're not going to use that anymore. I'm just showing you right here that I chose to keep my ceiling box screws that will hold the bracket because they already fit. Since we're a team and we do a lot of projects together, my wife wanted to install the bracket to the ceiling. I explained to her and you that it's best to put all of the wires inside of the bracket so that it's easier to attach it to the ceiling. All wires. Now turn it this way a little bit. That's where they are. Now you're going to put these screws in. If this is your first time installing a fan, you should know that sometimes it's hard to get that screw back into the hole. And if it's not your first time, then you already know the deal. Either way, don't give up because you can do it. Use this to almost... I might move this so they can see what you're doing. Locate the hook that's on the bracket because this is where you're going to hang the fan motor. Make sure you hang it outside in, meaning that it's facing the bracket. Now it's time to do some electrical wiring. We're capping off this red wire because in our case, the extra red live wire that connects to the switch is not needed because we are installing a remote. It's a good idea to cover the wire with electrical tape to keep everything safe. So now you should take the green ground wire from the ceiling and attach it to the green wire on the fan. The green wire is a coated ground wire, but you may also have a copper wire that is uncoated. So you would connect the green to green or the green to copper. So now you're going to take the black wire from the ceiling and connect it to the black wire on the remote control that says AC and L. It's the black wire on the side that only has 2 wires. For those of you who may not know, it's best to twist both wires together, then twist the wire connector on both wires. This makes it easier for them to stay together. Then wrap some electrical tape around both the connector and the wires. Now to connect the neutral wires. Grab the white wire from the ceiling and connect it to the white wire on the remote, named AC in N. Now take the blue wire labeled for light on the remote and connect it to the blue wire on the motor. Take a piece of electrical tape and wrap the wire connector and the blue wires. Now you can take the black wire on the remote labeled to motor L and connect it to the black wire on the motor. It says to motor L to the black motor. Use one of those orange wire connectors to connect both black wires, then wrap them with electrical tape. Now take the white wire on the remote labeled to motor N and connect it to the white wire on the motor. White to white. Yep. Whether you're doing it with me or you're just watching, you're almost there. Now twist those 2 wires together and wrap them with electrical tape. Hey guys, one thing to note is that when you're putting these wires up into the electrical box, try to get the green and white wires on one side of the electrical box and the black and blue wires on the other side of the electrical box. Now you want to turn the receiver flat side up and place it inside of the bracket. For me, I had to move some of the wires out of the way so I could see what I was doing. Lift the canopy and motor onto the bracket so that they attach to the bracket screws. Once you have it securely on the screws, make sure that it's connected on both sides. Turn it clockwise to connect it. Now you can grab your drill and tighten all of the screws on both sides. It's time to install the fan blades to the motor. You should know that each fan blade has 2 blade screws and 2 flat washers, and each fan blade says this side up. In my opinion, you should use your fingers to place the screws in the hole, then you can use your tools. If you're like me and you choose to use a power drill, do your best not to over tighten the screw. Over tightening could result in a broken fan blade. Just for the record, no fan blades were harmed during this install. Now you can take the plastic off the motor wire light connectors. These 2 light wires are actually called Molex connections. Remove 1 screw, it doesn't matter which one it is, then loosen 2 other screws. Pull the Molex connections through the fitter plate. Taking this, can you see this? You turn that like that. Then you take this back again. Now you can fully drill in the screw that you took off and tighten the other 2. Remove one of the screws on the fitter plate post, then loosen 2 of the other screws. Loosen this too. Loosen this one. Hey guys, when you're connecting the Molex connections, make sure that you're connecting it white to white and blue to blue.
Blue to blue, white to white.
Place the LED light kit on the screws and twist.
On here and turn it.
Now you can fully drill in the screw that you took off and tighten the other 2 screws. Now place the light fixture on the fitter plate and turn until it's tight. Turn the power back on and test out your fan. But before you go, there's a surprise. Not only does this fan have an LED light, it also changes into several different colors. Here's another surprise that you may not know. If you press the light button on the remote for more than 7 seconds, it works as a dimmer. It'll keep the light level that you had when you last turned it on. Since we installed this fan and remote for my mother-in-law, we placed the remote exactly where she wanted it. Hey guys, put "I like" down in the comments if you like that you can have a downrod or flush mount option for this fan. So we went from old to new. You know, I'm glad you stayed to the end, because you did it.
And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, share with your family and friends, and subscribe to our channel.
And don't forget to turn on your notifications so that you can DIY too.